this is Doxy Mom, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, I greatly appreciate if you hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Valentine and I, we're here to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, but before we get started, I got to show you just a couple of my new Doxy dogs. I've got this one is going to very dear friends of mine, Levita and Jack. Guys, we became friends when I first started my channel. She reached out through email, and they are just wonderful people, but they have got a little 7-month-old great-granddaughter, and this little dog will be going to their little great-granddaughter. So I just wanted to share this with you before I stick it in the mail today. And then, guys, I made a Patriotic Dog. I found this material. They didn't have very much of it, but I just love it. He's got stars on one side and actually stripes on the inside, but we can only use one side, so I used some red ears, gave him a little white bow and red bow, and I don't know, I may send this to Ivanka Trump just because I love her. But if you're interested in this dog or any dog, I've got lots of different materials. They're all original and different. So just please reach out to me by email or on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's get on with some news, shall we? Now, one of my wonderful subscribers, Christine, she left me a comment last week. Now, she works in a nursing home in Pennsylvania, and the state of Pennsylvania is prohibiting the nurses from giving the residents any COVID medications. Now, the medications, they're considered experimental and can't even be given with the patient's or family's consent. Now, if the nursing home gives these life-saving drugs, the state can close their home down. Guys, this is horrible and it's heartbreaking. These are our precious seniors. Now, maybe if we all email President Trump and let him know that this is happening, then this could be changed. Now, yesterday in church, the pastor talked about loving our neighbors, which can be inconvenient at times, but think of how Jesus inconvenienced himself by leaving heaven and coming here on earth and then being tortured and crucified and dying for us. So we need to help each other out, guys. So if you would, please take a few minutes out of your day, email President Trump, let him know what is happening in Pennsylvania, and maybe if enough letters come through, something can be done. Now, President Trump did sign that right to try law, so to me, Governor Wolf in Pennsylvania is breaking that law by not allowing these nursing home residents to get hydroxychloroquine or other COVID medications. I don't know, maybe a lawyer needs to get involved as well. So if you're a lawyer or you know any good lawyers, maybe you could mention this to them. And then let's just all get out and email President Trump. And I just want to thank Christine for bringing this to my attention so I could share it with you. Next, the Epoch Times, they're reporting that in Seattle, mail was stolen, including numerous ballots, and the mail bags were found in ditches along roadsides. Now, the postmaster of Redmond office said he warned the police department that unopened or incomplete ballots have been inappropriately placed in outgoing mail bins. Now, officials, they have sent out warnings to residents about mail theft, and they are advising people to keep their mailboxes locked. Wow, guys, I had no idea that people had to lock up their mailboxes. Anyway, the stolen ballots were discovered by Amazon employees who were just out delivering packages. Now, the Democrats, they want you to vote by mail, but please, if you are physically able, please walk into that polling station on November 3rd and vote red and go Trump. I'm going to try to wear something that says Trump every single day from now until the election. Now, I will leave a link to the Epoch Times. Next, I'm going to read to you a short article, and it is from the Gateway Pundit entitled Breaking Email Sent to Computer Shop Owner John Paul MacIsaac from Hunter Biden's Attorney Released. Now, it starts out by saying the Biden crime family is finally exposed. Rudy Giuliani was in the news this week after the explosive Biden crime family emails went public. Giuliani was approached by computer repairman John Paul Mac Isaac after Hunter Biden, a known drug addict, turned over his computer to the store, then refused to come pick them up. Turned over his computers. It's plural, guys, but we've mainly just been dealing with one. Anyway, the FBI took the hard drives from the computer and then hid them from the American public, President Trump, Congress, and the executive branch. On Friday, Intel expert Larry C. Johnson, who contributes at the Gateway Pundit, interviewed the computer store owner John Paul Mac Isaac. John Paul shared his story with Larry, and he told Larry Johnson that he received an email last week from Hunter Biden's attorney. Now, the Biden team was evidently tipped off that Hunter's emails, photos, and videos were about to make headlines. Early Saturday morning, Adam Housley released the email from Hunter Biden's attorney to John Paul from last week. Now, here is the letter. The letter's on there from Hunter Biden's attorney, George Messires, and Hunter Biden's attorney called John Paul's shop a few days ago and asked for Hunter's computers back. The letter was sent after the call. So this confirms that the computers held by John Paul Mac Isaac were indeed from Hunter Biden. So, guys, there's more proof, and I'll leave a link. Now, the Gateway Pundit, they're also reporting that Hunter Biden's laptop was handed over to the FBI last December. The FBI hid this evidence from Congress and the executive branch during the Pelosi impeachment hearings. But before the computer store owner, John Paul, turned over the computer to the FBI, guys, he downloaded much of its contents, and he later gave this information to Rudy Giuliani's attorney, who then worked with Steve Bannon to deliver the information to the New York Post. Steve Bannon said there were 25,000 images that showed various images of Hunter, some with prostitutes, some were sexually explicit selfies, and Hunter sleeping with a crack pipe or meth pipe in his mouth like a pacifier. This is awful, guys. Anyway, Steve added that there are images that show a drug-addled, depraved lifestyle, which is, it's just sad, guys. It's just very sad. So we need to pray for Hunter, that he'll find Jesus. He still needs to pay for his various crimes, but God tells us to love and pray for our enemies. And I'll leave a link. Now, Rudy Giuliani tweeted this out. The Hunter Biden hard drive is authenticated by the New York Post, my attorney, Bob Costello, and a signed receipt by Hunter Biden. End tweet. Then Charlie Kirk, he tweeted this out. Joe and Jill Biden's income in 2016, $396,456. Joe and Jill Biden's income in 2017 through 2019, $16,596,979. I wonder how much of that income came from Hunter Biden's business deals we've read about on these emails. Where is the FBI end tweet? Well, that's a great question, Charlie. And then, guys, after that last tweet of Charlie Kirk's that I just read, well, he got locked out of Twitter. Guys, the censorship is getting ridiculous and very real. And another example of censorship comes from SV News that says, just in, Twitter removes tweet from the White House COVID-19 advisor, Dr. Scott Atlas, saying masks don't work, end tweet. And guys, y'all know I've been saying that all along. But I'm going to leave you with an uplifting tweet and, of course, our Bible verse. But this tweet is from Sydney that says, I am so grateful that I was born in a country as amazing as this one. I'm proud to be an American. End tweet. Well, Sydney, so am I, and so are all my wonderful viewers. You know, guys, we're living in tough times, but very, very exciting times. The silent war continues, but hey, we're going to win this war because God is on our side. All right, I'm going to leave you with Proverbs Chapter 24, verses 13 through 20 that say, Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not lurk like a thief near the house of the righteous. Do not plunder their dwelling place. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from them. Do not fret because of evildoers, or be envious of the wicked, for the evildoer has no future hope, and the lamb of the wicked will be snuffed out. Well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, this is Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.